Alright, so what I've done is I went ahead
Easy
and
come, easy go. That's just how you live. Oh, take it all, but you never give. Should've known you was trouble from the first kiss. Had your eyes wide open. Why were they open? Gave you all I had and you tossed it in the trash. You tossed it in the trash. You did. To give me all your love is all I ever ask. Cause what you don't understand is I'd catch a grenade for ya. Throw my hand on a blade for ya. I jump in front of a train for ya. You know I'd do anything for ya. Oh, I would go through all this pain. Take a bullet straight through my brain. Yes, I would die for you, baby, but you won't do the same. No, 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 no. Black and blue. Beat me till I'm numb. Tell the devil I said, hey, when you get back to where you're from. Bad woman, that's just what you are. Yeah, you'll smile in my face, then rip the brakes out my car. Gave you all I had and you tossed it in the trash. You tossed it in the trash, yes you did. To give me all your love is all I ever ask. Cause what you don't understand is I'd catch a grenade for ya. Throw my hand on a blade for ya. I jump in front of a train for ya. You know I'd do anything for ya. Oh, I would go through all this pain. Take a bullet straight through my brain. Yes, I would die for you, baby, but you won't do the same. If my body was on fire, ooh, you watch me burn down in flames. You said you love me, you're a liar, cause you never, ever did, baby.
pretty much all the way down, except for like a couple pieces.
But darling, I still catch a grenade for ya. Throw my hand on the blade for ya. I jump in front of a train for ya. You know I'd do anything for ya. Oh, I will go through all this pain. Take a bullet straight through my brain. Yes, I would die for you, baby, but you won't do the same.
It's a great overall look.
No, you won't do the same.
Bottom of my head done.
You wouldn't do the same. Ooh, you never do the same.
You can't curl the night before.
No, 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 no.
You gotta know that you're one in a million. 짜증이 계속되는 날이면 날 찾아와봐요. 행복으로 가득한 날에도 나를 찾아와줘요. 그대 괴롭히는 모든 것들, 그대를 아프고 지치게 하는 것들 다 나에게로 가져와 내게 맡겨봐요. Yeah. One in a million, 믿어봐요. 그댄 특별한가. One in a million, 세상에 단 한 사람뿐인가. 그대는 masterpiece, 그대로도 완벽한가요. One in a million, 믿어요. 그댄 특별한가요. 아무 소용없죠. 화내고 기분을 망치는 일. 생각한 대로 풀리지 않을 땐 잠시 take a deep breath. 그 누가 뭐래도 흔들리지 말고 그 소리로 맞춰봐. 세상 단 하나뿐인 목소리로. Yeah. One in a million 믿어봐요 그댄 특별한 걸 One in a million 세상에 단 한 사람뿐인 걸 그댄 masterpiece 그대로도 완벽한 걸요 One in a million 믿어요 그댄 특별한 걸요 You gotta know that you're one in a million 아주 특별한 존재가 되어 살아간다는 게 어떤 의미일까 그 누가 뭐래도 흔들리지 말고 큰 소리로 외쳐봐 세상 단 하나뿐인 목소리로 One in a million 믿어봐요 그댄 특별한 One in a million 세상에 단 한 사람뿐인 걸 그댄 masterpiece 그대로도 완벽한 걸요 One in a million 믿어요 그댄 특별한 걸요 You gotta know that you're one in a million You gotta know that you're one in a million You gotta know that you're one in a million 한 사람뿐인 걸요 Yeah You gotta know that you're one in a million 그댄 아주 특별한 걸요 Yeah You gotta know that you're one in a million
It's a little bit more complicated. You could even just like brush it over, and you could take small sections of your hair and just twist it. And grab and twist.
You fit me perfectly, darling, it's plain to see. You are a beautiful girl. Here in the present tense, next to your innocence, this is a beautiful world, a beautiful girl, makes a beautiful world, a beautiful girl, makes a beautiful world.
These ones keep in my hair really well. So you can just kind of leave it like
I
that.
whispered in your ear, darling, I will be here. You said, but what if I move? I said I'd follow you, walk myself to the moon. There's nothing I wouldn't do. A beautiful girl makes a beautiful world, a beautiful girl makes a beautiful world. When everything's falling down, the other shoe hits the ground. All that I do is take one look at you, a beautiful girl makes a beautiful world, a beautiful girl makes a beautiful world. You're my beautiful girl, and it's a beautiful world.
Pull it out, the more of the braid you can see. Okay, so now you can actually start and have all of the front pieces in, but I like to leave a little bit out just to give it a little bit of a different, formal vibe. And so For this thing, you're gonna need the small bobby pins. And you're gonna do the same technique we did for all of the other pinnings. Alright, so we're going to do the same thing on this side. And you want to, and since these small pieces right here where I tied them off are kind of short, you want to overlap one over the other so that it'll cover up the elastic, and it also just kind of makes it look more connected. And you just pin it until you're satisfied with the look. And you can do as many or as little braids as you want. Alright, so this is the back. I think that this is probably by far my favorite, so I think I'm going to keep this one. You could even like jazz up, put your favorite hairpin in, or you could do one of those little pretty headbands. And now that I have my desired look, I'm going to go ahead and curl my front pieces again with the smaller iron. Now with the front pieces on this, I never go all the way up. I just want to make sure that the ends stay like they're supposed to. All right. No. Iron down. It just doesn't want to curl today, y'all. My hair is deciding to be stubborn. Okay. Alright. And that's what we got. So let's go on to makeup. Alright, so now we're going to do our prom makeup. Now you have to remember we're going to put a lot of makeup on. Just make sure that it's like sweat proof and like waterproof and all that stuff, so that if you do cry or when you're dancing you're going to get really sweaty. So just make sure that it's really good quality makeup, because if you buy crappy makeup you're going to get a crappy look at the end of the night. So just remember that. So now that I have my bangs perfect, I'm going to go ahead and clip those out of the way so that they don't get makeup all over them. And I need another bobby pin so that I can pin this side back. Okay. I want to make sure that I get any possible hair out of the way so that when I go to do my makeup, it's not in my way. So let's get started. Disclaimer before we get started, I have a lot of makeup, don't judge me. Most of it's from like my mom, because my mom like tries a bunch of different makeup and we always get a bunch of free stuff in the mail from Ulta because I'm like totally obsessed with it, and I'll go in there and only get one thing, and then I'll be like, oh look, they're having a sale when they're actually not, and I'll just be like, I guess, you know, that I could buy like $100 worth of stuff and then not actually need it. So I have a lot of makeup and I use a lot of it because I'm running out of a whole lot and haven't really had the time or the money to go get more because I'm broke. Because I'm just broke, okay? That's all we need to know, okay? I'm broke. Sorry. Anyway, so you want to make sure that your face is moisturized. So I have this Clinique Ultra Moisturizing Face Cream. So I'm going to go ahead and gently apply that. Now we're going to apply the primer. I have this sample from Ulta that I got. It's Ulta Professional Flawless Prime, and I love it. It saves everything. Like, I will be totally sweating and still looking cute while I'm cooking in the kitchen because I have this on, and it'll stay on, but it's really easy to clean off if you get like makeup remover and makeup wipes. So I recommend, like, how much you put on is up to you, but this is kind of expensive for a little bottle. But they come in bigger bottles. I think this was just a sample one. So same concept, like 1, 2. I just like to do dots all over my face, and then, you know, make a cross over my head like Simba. And then once you rub it in, it's not actually green. It actually blends in with your skin tone, so you don't look like Elphaba from Wicked. Fact: they tell you to put on concealer to cover up all the things you don't like about it. You don't like your bags and stuff. What they neglect to tell you when you're first learning to do makeup, and now I started doing it when I was like 14, but I'm 17 now, is that you're supposed to put it on before you put on your foundation. So why are they gonna call it concealer and then the other stuff foundation if you put on the concealer before you put on the foundation? Like, it just doesn't make any sense. Like, what in the world? Like, what are they doing with their lives? Like, come on, people. Don't mind her. She's just very passionate about, you know, what she's doing, and sometimes she just can't contain herself. I feel so bad for her. Sorry, you gotta have some fun, you know. So I've got my moisturizer, my primer. Now we are on to, if I can find it. Oh, there it is. It's hiding from me. My concealer. I also have this, like, best thing ever. I have a blending sponge. It's kind of dirty. And I always get a little bit of water because I messed up my brushes and my makeup. And I feel like it just looks a little bit more natural this way. But that's just me. So, alright. So, this basically works as like a cover-up kind of thing. So what I normally do is I do a sweep down the nose like that, and then I do the Simba kind of thing, and then I also go above and under my eyebrows. Now keep in mind, it's not actually going to stay like this because we're going to blend it in. Then I also go underneath my eyelid. And then I found this on Pinterest to where you're supposed to, instead of just doing it like this, because it won't actually hide the bags, you make a little triangle with it, and then you can blend it in afterwards. So it actually covers up the entire bag. And you're gonna repeat the same thing on the other side. Alright, and now we all look like complete weirdos. I look like I have a mask on my face. So now that we have that done, I have my sponge and I've put it in a little bit of water just to help it even out the concealer a little bit. And I go everywhere, all over my face, down to this part of my neck, just so that it all looks even all the way through. So we're just gonna all the way around. Alright, so now my entire face is concealed. Not actually, that's weird. Anyway, so I use two different types of foundation. I use CoverGirl Aqua Smooth Cream Foundation, and then I also use CoverGirl Clean Sensitive, and they're both the same color. I just want to make sure that I'm really covered girl. So, please forgive my puns, I'm so sorry. So you're just normally going to apply the foundation. There's no tips or tricks to it. You're just going to go ahead and apply it all over your face. Again, you want to do it all over the concealer so that you don't miss anything and it doesn't look unblended. So, this is number one. This is with just the cream foundation. I love it because it doesn't get all over the place and it doesn't really make a big mess. And it doesn't feel really cakey, and it also looks really natural. And it's my favorite. And it's a little bit more on the expensive side, but in all reality, I use less of it than I do the liquid foundation. And it also looks so much more natural. I love showing this to people because I think it's hilarious. Because when I do foundation on my nose, it kind of looks like a spoon. So I do liquid foundation a little bit different than I do applying other makeup. I outline my face first and all of my facial features so that when I sculpt it, I get a pretty good idea of what I'm going to be doing. And then I just kind of fill in from there. Okay, now we are completely covered with foundation and we've got all our other stuff. Now we're going to move on to the eyebrows. I like to do that before I start contouring and shaping my face because I feel like it doesn't get as messy and it looks a little bit more natural. And I use a pencil and a gel, so it also lets the gel sit before I apply the other stuff. So what I'm using first is just an Ulta brown eyeliner because I'm kind of cheap like that and I ran out of my eyebrow pencil. So I just use it because it works the same. It's like the exact same stuff. And then I have this Revlon Brow Fantasy gel that I used because this was the pencil and it did not want to sharpen. So it's dead. And so I'm just gonna, shape and fill and do all that fun stuff. So let me do this and move this so that you can see what I'm doing. And it's gonna come eventually. Where is it? Lefty loosey, righty tighty. It's being complicated. Oh my gosh, I can't even. My eyebrows aren't working. Okay, so apparently that one's empty. So I'm just gonna go ahead and I always have a backup, but I really didn't like this one. But it's actually pretty good. It's the e.l.f. medium and dark color palette. It's got a gel and also a powder in it. And it works pretty well. It works kind of the same way as you would if it was a pencil and a gel. But you just have to use brushes for it. So I have some fancy brushes. So I have this angled one that I'm going to use. And I'm just going to get a little bit of the dark gel to help outline my eyebrows. And so this is what I have so far, and you can really tell the difference. Even this is just this one being outlined, but you can totally see a difference in the boldness and the natural look. Like the darker you go and the more you fill them in, the more modelistic they're gonna look. But like this works awesome. All I did was just use a little bit of the gel and dip the brush in some water beforehand. Because my brushes get really dirty really quickly because I do makeup a lot, especially for other people. So you just kind of go with what you're feeling. But this is what I got so far. This is the done eyebrow, and this is the not done eyebrow. So now I'm just gonna do the other one the same way, and then we'll get to the next thing. Alright, so I just went back over them and I did the other one, and I'm just kind of now filling them in for the rest of the way with this is still the gel. Alright, so that's done. So now we're going to switch over, and I'm gonna use this angled brow brush to just go ahead and blend it in a little bit and make it look more natural. Alright, and now I'm going to take another brush, if I can find it. Okay. Now I'm going to take a different type of brush, and I'm going to wet it again, and this time I'm using the powder. It's kind of a loose powder, so that's why I use the water, but you can do either way. This actually fills them in and makes them look like actual eyebrows. So, there you go. Now we're just going to repeat that on the other side. Alright, and so this is with the eyebrows. Now we're going to move on to actually contouring my face. You're going to need a numerous amount of brushes for this. If you don't have a whole lot of brushes, that's fine. I got like a 12-piece set from Walmart for like $7, and it was like the best thing ever, and it came in 2 days with free shipping, so I thought that was pretty cool. So now we're gonna go on to contour. I have some bronzer here. I don't remember what brand it is, and I have my angled brush. It's kind of broken, but angled, and I'm gonna, you know, the water thing, and I'm going to get my brush really well coated, and you gotta make kind of a fish face to help find your cheekbones if you don't really know where they are, and I still do just for a safe measure. And it's gonna come out kind of dark, but we're gonna blend it in later on. All right. Okay. So I used the big brush for that, and I'm gonna get a smaller brush now because I'm gonna do my nose. You just need to go down the side, not on the top of your nose. You're gonna go down the side. And instead of making a, you know, a rounded shape at the end of my nose, I'm actually gonna make three or four different lines. So it's gonna look kind of like this. One, and then I'm gonna do a V here, and another V here, three, four, and I'm gonna kind of make a diamond on the end of my nose, and then I'm gonna go back up the other side. Okay, and if you want to, you can go around and outline your hairline, and then you can blend it in, or you can use a lighter color. It's all up to you. So now we're going to go ahead and blend this in, and we're probably going to be doing a lot of blending in this part of the step. So we're just going to do the blending thing. And it may take a while for it to blend to the way you want it. Alright, so this is what we've got. Now we're going to go on to do the blush. Some people do the highlighter first, but I feel like you get a little bit more of a natural glow if you do it last. And I love me some e.l.f. So this is the e.l.f. Gold Highlighter. And it works awesome. And so we're going to go ahead and we're going to highlight. Depending on the shape of your face is how you're going to contour and highlight. And so you just kind of have to look it up or just go for how you think it looks best. And keep in mind, we're also going to blend this in. So it's going to come out really, really sparkly, like, oh my god, intense. You can't really see how it, okay, yeah, you can. That's how intense it is at first glance, and the lighting here is crappy. I apologize. We can fix that. So you can see how much of a color difference this makes. And we're gonna do it all along here. On the top of the cheekbones. And then you're also going to want to connect it here and do it on your chin. I forgot to put on the blush, so I'm just going to go back over the highlight again. I'm going to use, what color am I going to use? I'm going to use a mixture of this one and this one because I'm out of this peach one right here. It just all depends on what color I'm wearing. I think I'm going to be wearing like a blue or something today, so that's what I'm going to use. Alright, so now that I actually have the blush on, we're going to reapply our highlighter. Yay! So it can be extra sparkly. You don't need to watch me do this. And now we're going to blend it all together. You don't have to blend it. You don't have to put it as thick on as I did. But since I did wet it, it's kind of more pliable like paint. And so if you blend it in, it just gives it more, you know, natural and not like doll face kind of toddler pageant look. And this is what you get. So now we're going to move on to the eyes. I don't really go all out on eyes, but when I do performances and stuff, I just use this awesome gel glitter that I got from Avon. It is really, really cool. It works really well as eyeshadow. You just have to, you know, put it on a darker color underneath and apply over it a couple times. So we're going to do that. What I like to do first, though, is I'll take a black pencil and I will tightline my eyes. And so this is what you get. Now for this one, I'm going to do a couple different layers. I'm not going to use the glitter today. It's a hassle to clean up. But that is an option. So we're going to do for our base coat, we're going to take one of these smaller brushes and I'm going to do this one right here. And I go all the way up to the eyebrow. Since this color pretty much matches my skin tone, it's really good for like fixing mess ups on where I filled in my eyebrows. And it just kind of gets rid of any mistakes that I made on previous steps. Alright, that's out of that palette. Now I'm going to use this fancy Ulta palette that I love to death. I'm going to start out with the color called Brownie. And I'm going to use my wide angle brush. Sorry, I have something in my eye. To outline this part of my eye. And I always do more in the corner and then sweep it around. I'm going to do the same thing on the other side. So this is what you get. It looks really pretty like this. And so now I'm going to make it look even bolder and better. I have a blending brush right here that I'm going to use, and I'm just going to blend it in a little bit. Make it look a little bit more evenly distributed. And I'm not really pushing in. I'm just kind of like tapping it very lightly because it doesn't take a lot to really blend this. And this is what you get versus this one. This one is the one that I blended and it looks a little bit more soft, where this one's like really bold. Alright, now remember that base color that I used earlier? I'm going to pull that out again just to really intensify the contour and to make it look a little bit softer again. And I'm going to use the blending brush that I just used so that it's not really overwhelming. And do everything except for the small triangle you created in the corner. So you're doing most of your lid. And again on this side, doing everything with that one side of the lid that's towards your nose. So this is what you get. And now we're going to get a smaller brush, and I'm going to use the Romance color off of that same Ulta Beauty palette. It kind of looks like a tannish bronze. It's this one in the top middle, right here. If my camera decides it wants to work, it's this one right here. I really, really, really love this palette because it's really universal to everything that I have in my wardrobe. And so we're going to intensify the middle by just sweeping down the middle. And over the rest of the lid. And you could really stop there if you wanted to, but of course you have to do it on the other side. But if you're like me and you love to be super fancy, you can take one of these type of applicators, one of those little triangle sponge thingies, I don't know what they're called, and I'm going to use the Give Me Gold color in the small corner, on these small corners, and then on the top lid, and then I'm going to apply eyeliner. So like this. So that's what you get. So now we're going to take a small brush, or you could even use a Q-tip. That would probably make your life easier if you did. And we're going to take this white, it's called Full Moon, and we are going to do the corner lid right here, just to finish off the look. So, this is what you get. And now we're going to do our liquid eyeliner. You really have to be careful, because if you blink or sneeze, you're going to get it all over yourself. So this one is from Elf. This is the jet black one, or you could use one of the gel sticks, or a combination of both, whatever you want. I usually use this one first just to get a good guideline, and then I'll go back over it with the other one if I don't feel like it's as intense as I want it to be. And for the final step, the mascara and the lips. I use like 4 different mascaras, but I think I'm just going to use this one today. This is the Ulta Voluptuous Volume. This one. And it's a black. And just so y'all know, my boyfriend and I's song is playing. And so I'm just going to do that. And then I'm going to use this red lip stain, and then this bronze lipstick to go with it, and then I'll do like a gloss over top. And this is our completed look. So you could do this on a everyday basis, first day of school, a date, prom, ring dance, whatever formal event you're going to, or just because you're bored. So I hope that you are having an amazing day, and if you really learned a lot from this video, or you really enjoyed it, please like and subscribe. And if you have any questions, comments, concerns, suggestions for new videos, please post them in the comment section below, and I hope to see you guys soon. Bye guys!